Welcome back to Space Haven. This is our second video of this RimWorld-style space station builder. The first video went well. I think a lot of people seem to dig it, and the Kickstarter itself, by the time you actually watch this video, it'll probably have already reached the target. And the first day was insanely well. I think we got 2/3 of the way through on the first game. Let's actually continue with what we had. I've had a little bit of a play around with it just to get used to some of the things that we needed to do, and now I know a few more things about such as the hull. Like, I was a bit concerned last time that we'd only have 3 more hull blocks to actually build our proto ship, but as it turns out, each section of hull doesn't actually require a full one. It's just like a small amount, so we should be good to go and get on with some mining. Now the big problem is, even though we can expand this a little bit, we still won't have enough, so we will need to make more hull material with the refinery over here. So to make that, we need gold and silver. It's actually base metals and noble metals. To get that, not that screen, that, we need to go mining here and here using the existing mining bays, whatever, just so we can get enough material to start refining. So, everyone's asleep at the moment, so let's put it onto a bit of speedy-roo. First of all, let's do one of the first instructions that it gives. Let's build, what is it, a pod hangar for mining. We can probably squeeze that in. Yeah, here we go. Where should I put this? I think there. And that goes, that's just basically saying that's the access tunnel. It's not just like a weird glitch or anything. So we'll basically need to expand this. I don't think we're allowed to expand in this direction towards the mining colony. I think we'll have to expand over here. So if I just add an extra layer on there, at the moment we can probably expand it a bit. Not a huge amount though. We've got 3 over there, so let's try and expand it. Yeah, it tells you the cost to build there, so it's 3.3 doing that, so let's dial it back to, let's try, that's 3.3 again. Let's just do that for the time being. It won't be enough to fit the other thing, and which is the shuttle hangar, the big one, and we will need to do more. So what I'll do, now we'll go, oh here we go, everyone's actually looking lively. I'll slow things down a little bit. Incidentally, the ideal miners are Eduardo and Maximus. So, when we actually do allocate some mining to be done, it's probably going to be them. So to actually get mining, I've selected this asteroid. Base metals, there's 20 to actually gather. Do we want to take it there or there? No, we want to take it there because that's where the refinery is. So, let's go to 10, just so we're not spending all the time doing one thing and then the other. Alright, just do all of those. Make sure it goes to there. And we should be good to go. I think the big green dots are ships and the little ones are people. Oh, someone's got in the ship and is going. Right, here we go. In fact, there we go. They've sent a little mining pod, a little mining expedition with 1 lad inside. Oh, it is indeed Maximus who's on the way. The other guy doesn't seem to be mining. I think it was Eduardo, wasn't it? He's probably over at this the salvagarium, because there's still quite a lot left there. We've got Sealan and Page. There's not much oxygen over here, so we'll have to watch out. That ship keeps on tootling around the place. It needs to get back to the other place, otherwise they'll suffocate. Oxygen is not included. That's another game, which I've actually started getting back into that, so I'm hoping to do a few more videos on that. I've actually properly played it for about a year and a half. Here we go, look. The ship is being built. So this game is stated to be inspired not only by RimWorld, but by Oxygen Not Included, because of the certain systems. A lot of it, I think, isn't actually in the game yet, but a lot of the more complex systems of Oxygen Not Included, I think, is what they're thinking about doing here. Right, so this is not going to be big enough, but let's have a look, just whilst we're here, just how big the damn thing is. Yeah, we'll need a couple of extra things. So, we still haven't actually got any mining stuff back yet. Oh, here we go. One of the miners is back. So, he should unload all the stuff to probably here. Oh, hang on, where is he? Actually, 3 of the mining pods are out now. I can't actually see where that lad went. I think he might have gone elsewhere. Yeah, oh well. Let's just... Oh, yeah, he's gone back. He's actually... Yeah, the miners are still over here. Right, so they're busy doing that. They haven't touched this yet. Still 10 there. And there's, it looks like they're only doing this at the moment. Back at the HSS Mirror, which is the main the mining colony, they've actually managed to bring back 5 base metals. So they actually have done that now. The trouble is to actually refine... Oh, actually, can we refine that yet? No, we need both at once. We do actually need both those. I mean, I'll put continuous there, so whenever they've actually got both of those, they will actually send a lad here to do the refining. It looks like it will be Maximus doing the refining as well. So as soon as there's no more mining to be done, I guess that's what he's going to do. Oh. Delivery guy. Celan or Colan or whatever the hell his name is. Let's call him Conan. Has just delivered the stuff. So now we need one of the noble things. But as I say, that's still yet to be mined. Oh, no, here we go. Here we go. Oh, they've got 3 lads. Also, for some reason, that's a different colour. No, I think it's just the light. No problems there. So once they've done that, we'll actually start being able to expand our hull further. Because we can't at the moment. It's all getting a bit rogue. Those don't seem to really be a problem. This error message here, because I don't think they need to be powered. Critical resources low. It's mainly on their new ship. Not really much we can do there. Build tasks queued. This is just because there's a bed here which we don't have the materials for, and this just simply hasn't been built yet. Insufficient resources. Yes, that's just basically telling us we haven't got any of the gold materials yet. But we will do now because it looks like... Hang on, where are the miners? Yep, the miners are on the way back. So hopefully they should bung some into wherever. Oh, in fact, yep, look, the old bungaroo has happened. It looks like it's Sealan again, who's doing the delivery. Likes to go the long way round. Delivery... What time is it? Is it time to go to bed yet? It's 10 o'clock at night, I think. Is that the year? It's 2200 the year. Never quite sure when they go to bed. Anyway, Sealan's having a bit of a... He's having an apple meal. Delicious apple meal. Possibly. Now he's talking to himself. Or it might be Paige he's talking to. For some reason, Paige is typing on her food. Dear food, you are delicious. I get a feeling I should put the bog in its own separate room at some point. Once we've got more oil, I'll move the bog into its own room. This has not been built yet. This is very slow. I could prioritise it, but there doesn't seem to be a lad at the moment to actually do anything about it. Well, it looks like it's kip time. Everyone's slowly meandering their way back. Maximus, next to Paige. All the other ones, I think they're probably out mining. Oh no, they've been going over to the... Oh, there's one miner, plus I think there might be 2 lads popping back from the salvage operation, which is still going on after all this time. So this is our current mission, build a shuttle hangar and a pod hangar. It shouldn't be too much longer now. Have we actually made any hull yet? I don't think we have. No, we haven't. We do need a refiner. Oh, what's this? Oh my god, nobody's doing any moving. Holy shit, that's piled up. Look at it all. Stuff. Eduardo doesn't care. It's time for bed. So if I can, I will be setting up the hull pattern that I want. I think it's just going to be a case of something like that. Maybe a bit more like that. It'll stay there waiting to be built until we have... Oh, we actually have some hull. Oh no, sorry, it's me being a complete idiot. Because they were so fast. While I wasn't looking, they started actually refining the metal. And we actually do... When you hover over here, or click on here... Yeah, there we go, the Nix in the top left. There was no hull things. I didn't realise I was not looking at here where there's now 6. So there's actually plenty being made. Got completely confused there, but I think we're all good now. So we're still waiting for a constructor. I have a feeling people are still doing other stuff. So I could try... Right, who's the builder? Who's the best builder here? It is Eduardo, isn't it? So Eduardo, I think I'm going to try and force over to here. In the meantime, I should be able to lock us a shuttle hangar. Still need another row. Now I've got loads of hull building material, we should be okay. Let's actually do this as well. Critical resources low. Oh, that's just Nick's. That's fine again. Yep. Job error. Well, that just happens. But I think we're fine. God, we're fabricating shitloads of this stuff. I think I better stop them doing it. Right, there we go. We've got plenty of that now. More than enough. Right, let's do this thing. Shuttle hangar. Let's turn it round so the entrance point is as close as possible. That's now been built. The pod hangar has now been built. I think I need to build a craft as well. I don't know how much that's going to cost, but it'll happen. Right, just make sure that's not anything new. No, that's fine. All the same as from before. Thankfully, the core module here is quite central. I don't think we need to expand the power grid anytime soon. I'll have a look at the power grid. At the moment, the only places that aren't on the grid was this corner over here. I'm wondering whether it may be. Let's just bung something up. Power node. We may as well put it kind of as far away as possible from the other thing. There. Links. Oh, it hasn't been built yet. You've got to do that afterwards. Of course you have. Right. Oh, they've got to bed again. Someone give them a kick. So I've actually got an idea about the whole toilet thing. I'm going to actually add some hull. I'll do it like this. And have a bog room here. Well, let's do that there as well. So we've got hull to burn, so why not? Now, can I move this thing? I can. No, I didn't do that correctly. I actually was hoping to leave a bit of wall there. So it looks like I have to actually manually add some wall in. Standard wall. What's the best stuff? What's cheap? Well, this isn't quite as cheap as I hoped, but it'll do. Oh, those are all doors! Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, pause. In fact, I'll leave one of those doors. I wasn't reading the thing correctly. Right, wall. X1 wall, that's it. I thought it was just variants on... There we are, whatever. Right, so that's done that. That I think I'm just going to cancel. Until I can be bothered to do it later on. And... now we need to link this up. There we go. Oh, they're busy. They're busy building the bog room. Oh, that's built as well. And we have a new task. Build hyperdrive and bridge. So it makes sense for us to finish doing this. That's all mined out. I don't know what this is over here. Raw chemicals. I'll give it a go. And that's just some ice. That will provide water, I guess, somehow. That appears to be it for this local neighbourhood, though. So I don't know. We're getting a lot of no path found. Kalian and Paige, neither of which can get to somewhere. Oh, it's something over here. They're getting confused. What is it? Why are they getting confused? It looks like they are stuck. Right, I've unstuck them. Just a lot of fiddling around. But seem to be okay. Seem to have worked it out. Still, I think that was just the game being buggy rather than me just being terrible. I ended up cancelling the door there. We should be fine. Right, so it looks like this has now been built. And this... have we got a craft? What's actually, it is actually waiting for something. Not quite sure what yet. But I think that's because I clicked on build a craft, so I think that's going to happen at some point. Oh yeah, it took so long to actually sort that out. They appear to have now gone to bed again. Marvellous. Anyway, whilst they're asleep, let's be building up the hull, just so we can actually do this hyperdrive and bridge situation. Hopefully they won't... Hang on, let's make the bridge kind of stuff over here. Make it a bit bigger. I don't know how big this needs to be. I don't want to break the walls, though. I mean, this will actually may have to be manual wall again. Let's see how big the things are. That's kind of big. I think we have to go... This item cannot be rotated. Well, I guess we're going to be able to put it somewhere like there. Oh, that's fine then. Yeah, we can do that there. That'll be sort of like there-ish, and we'll probably put the bridge... Well, we'll work something out. Might have to be a bit bigger than this. Let's also make this a bit more of a thing. Right, so already, yes, the whole bedroom thing seems to be a bit weird. We've still only got 4 beds, and we've got 5 lads. I think we were missing tools, but we actually have now got tools. So I think I might actually be able to get the bed properly working this time. Try to see why I didn't actually get it working in the first place. It requires 2 sheets. We've got plenty of everything, so it should be fine. So I'll try again with that. Oh, look. There's definitely something about that bed. Anyway, we've got that door is now made, so let's try again with the bog. Now things have settled down a little bit. And we'll maybe just make a move to there. A very luxurious, massive bog there. But I think we should be fine. Now we will possibly... Does that need repair? Kind of looks like it, doesn't it? Anyway, yes, so that's going to be built. We're going to need the hyperdrive, and we're also going to need the bridge. Let's do some extra walls to actually make sure that this isn't so stupid. Let's do that kind of across there. What's that? I think I've got something showing. I don't know. It's just going to do that anyway. I feel like I've got error messages that I Oh no, it's okay. It's fine. It's all fine. I think that means someone's coming to do something, or whatever. Actually, that ship is... Yeah, that ship is now actually using the shuttle hangar quite nicely. There's actually now 2 ships, so that's all good. What's that? That's new. I've never seen that one before. Was that always there? It looks like we've tapped out all the asteroids. It does look like we should be getting this ship on the move. But at the moment, yeah, everyone seems to be in bed the whole time. I know we've got it on top speed and everything, but even so. So it occurs to me, if we're going to abandon this place, it would be nice to build more storage. Now, where's that? Storage there. So if we build a couple of extra storages, that would be probably a good thing. We'll put one there. We've got one somewhere. And we'll do a kind of like a bonus bit of storage. Actually, I'm not sure where I should put this. That power node is in the worst place. We'll put that there. And I think you might be able to do it so... Hang on. It's still building that. I think you can set these things so it brings everything there. So that hopefully they should all move all the stuff from here into there, but I'm not 100% sure if that's going to work or not. Now we can finish off these walls. I should have put an extra door there so everyone can get to the bog easily, but too late. Kaelin's already sorted things out. So I think we've got the space now. We can build a hyperdrive. And bridge. Oh, it's tiny. Bridge is tiny. We can put that there. Really near the bog. which also means it gives us a bit of space to add. I'll just stick with the regular one. Bit of extra. Make it so the bridge is nice and private. For some reason. I'm not quite sure why. No path found. Paige and Kaylin are doing this thing again. I think they're just floating in space. I'm not 100% sure. But when this happened last time, I just tried to force them out. And eventually they did something. Like that. Right, so I got to the stage where the game is crashing a lot. It's happened a few times now. I've had to reload a few times. It does seem to be something to do with Paige getting stuck. I managed to free Kaylin, but Paige does seem to be a bit buggered. And hopefully I don't think we can do really much with Paige at the moment, but hopefully that won't be another crash. But we'll probably have to wrap up in a bit, just because, yeah, we're still in an old version. There's, I think, 2 sub-versions have come out since now, so hopefully pathfinding will be a bit better, because that does seem to be a thing. So really, all we really need to do is build the hyperdrive and bridge. It's not really happening at the moment, because nobody seems to be really doing much to it. I was thinking about setting people to live on our new ship, but it's just simply not ready yet. There's all the food's over here and everything. I'm hoping that they start bringing stuff over. It is all technically it's in the pipeline, rather, but I'm not quite sure we've got the priorities set to make that actually happen. I think logistics might be the thing. So I could get someone like Kaylin could try to do it. I mean, Kaylin, I think, is now technically able to do these things. But we'll see. But yeah, we've almost built a functioning ship. I say almost. Large storage. One of the large storages has been... well, let's try that. Let's try that as well for that one. And maybe we'll do some logistics at some point. It looks like for now people have gone to bed for the most part. Other than Paige, who is just, at this point, slightly buggered and has lost all morale. It's a sad state of affairs. I'm not even sure they're in the ship or actually outside of the ship. It's quite sad to watch, really. So everyone's got up and is idling around in free time. Although now they should be actually getting back to work. Get to work, you shits! They're doing nothing at the moment. Lazy bastards. Maybe I'm just lacking in some resources of some description. Maybe I've buggered it up because of the ships. It's hard to say. Oh look, this ship is just circling. I wonder if it's trying to get here. Let's move it. Yeah, look. That ship was just, something was happening with that ship. I don't think we really want to have 2 ships. Because I think things go a bit peculiar. Anyway, go there. Oh, there's Kaylin. Finally sorting stuff out. I know they're just going for a wander outside the ship. Yeah, all these things need resources and they're not bringing them. So I suspect we're probably at the limit of what we can do in this video. Otherwise I'll need to restart things or whatever. But that's the risks you take with alphas, really. Okay, so yeah, this has been the second we look at Space Haven. It'll be still on Kickstarter when you see this video, unless you watch it far into the future. And as I say, by now they've probably already smashed it. And then get going solving the bugs that are probably all my fault, to be honest, anyway, due to me not understanding the interface. Poor old Paige. Can I get you to move? No. I think you're stuck there, mate. Never mind. Anyway, so yeah, thanks for watching. Do subscribe to the channel to be notified when new stuff goes live about all the latest and best new indie games around. See you next time. Bye for now.